Hello, did the package arrive? Okay, so I'm going to have a meeting with you guys about our financial analysis. So I'll be waiting.
So, you guys have the package?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have.
Boss!
So, Mr. Adam, what do you know about the working capital?
So let me explain about working capital. Working capital is the money a company uses for its daily operations. It includes cash, inventory, and the money customer owe the company. It is important because it helps the company stay liquid, pay its short-term bills, and maintain a good credit reputation. The main goal of managing working capital is to make sure the company always has enough cash for daily activities and to improve profit by managing resources efficiently. Overall, working capital keeps the business running smoothly and financially stable. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, Mr. Adam. So, Mr. Afka, how about our financial data analysis?
So I was looking at the finance for this company, FNN, and basically trying to figure out if they are in a solid spot or not. It's all about their balance sheet and some quick math. First, you gotta understand how they list everything. They split it into long-term stuff and short-term stuff. The long-term, non-current asset are their big investment. Stuff like buildings, machinery, lands they are developing, that kind of thing. It's money that tied up for years. And then they have long-term debts too, like mortgage or loans they pay back slowly. The short-term stuff, current asset, is what really matters for day-to-day survival. This is their cash in the bank, inventory they can sell, and money people's own debt, receivables. These are their temporary assets constantly moving. Their short-term steps are all the bills coming due soon. What they owe suppliers, short-term loans, taxes due this year. The whole point of splitting it like this is to answer one question. Can they pay the immediate bills? That is where net working capital comes in. Super simple. You take all their short-term assets and subtract all their short-term debts. For FNN, their short-term assets is 2.74 million and for the short-term debts is 1.109 million. So you just minus it short-term assets and short-term debts and you get the answer of 1.6363 millions. That means they have over 1.63 million billion more in quick cash and asset than they need to cover their short-term bills. That's a huge question. They are not stressed about payroll or paying suppliers. They have a serious financial safety net. We can make it into it even clearer with the current ratio. You just divide their short-term asset by their short-term debts and got the answer about 2.47. Ratio above 1 is okay. So the answer for the above two is really strong. So 2.47 means for every 1 ringgit they owe soon, they have 2.7 ringgit ready to pay it. That is excellent liquidity, so there is no cash crunch in sight. Finally, a quick word on financing, where they get their money. So first, short-term financing. They get their money by quick loans or credit for urgent needs, paid back fast. For the long-term financing, big money for big purchases like selling shares or using profits. And lastly, for spontaneous financing, the free money that comes from normal business like getting 30 days to pay a supplier. So overall, FNN look really solid. Their short-term finance are strong, such as big net working capital and high current ratio, meaning they can run smoothly without money worries, and they are in a good place to be.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Afkar, for giving the information about our financial data analysis. So, Mr. Daniel, can you identify and give me and justify about our firm working capital policy?
Okay. First, the company is using a working capital policy with a current ratio of 2.47 times. This ratio shows that the company's current assets are more than enough to cover its liabilities. It also means the company maintains a good balance between risk and return because it does not keep too little or too much working capital. Now, moving on to the reason behind the company's asset structure. So the first reason is the firm needs low fixed assets because it outsources production and use existing facilities from other parties. This helps the company reduce the need to invest in expensive long-term assets such as machinery, equipment, or buildings. By outsourcing, the company can operate efficiently without carrying high fixed asset costs. So the second reason is why the firm requires high current assets. This is because the company must hold large inventories, offer credit terms to retailers, and ensure it has enough cash for smooth day-to-day operations. These current assets support the company's daily activities and help maintain good business relationship with customer and retailers. So basically, in summary, the company keep fixed assets low to reduce long-term costs and keep current asset high to support daily operations.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel. So, Mr. Azul, can you explain about your part?
Okay, so this slide explain the working capital approach. The graph breaks asset into fixed assets, permanent current assets, and temporary current assets. Fixed assets stay constant and require long-term financing. Permanent current assets grow steadily and also need stable financing. Temporary current assets fluctuate with season or production cycles, so they are funded using short-term or temporary financing. The purpose of this approach is to maintain a healthy balance. Too much short-term financing will increases the risk, while too much long-term financing increases cost. So companies try to match the right financing with the right type of asset. So we move to the hedging approach. So here we focus on the hedging approach, also known as the self-liquidating approach. This means matching the duration of the financing with the life of the asset. Short-term assets are funded by short-term loans. For a company like FNN, hedging is important because it will protect them from currency fluctuations, stabilize costs and profits, and helps them manage their financial planning more accurately. It also protects them from rising commodity prices such as sugar, milk, or packaging materials. Overall, this approach reduces financial risk and ensures smoother operation. So, for example, like currency fluctuation, if FNN import sugar from another country, changes in the exchange rate can increase their costs. Hedging locks in the exchange rate so their costs stay predictable. For commodity price hedging, if the global price of milk increases suddenly, FNN production costs would go up. By hedging, they secure the price earlier, protecting their profit margin. So for the last one, seasonal inventory, during festive seasons, FNN produce more drinks. the temporary increase in inventory is funded using short-term financing because it will be sold quickly and the revenue will pay off the short-term loan. So that's all from my part. Thank you.
So, to conclude of our discussion about FNN Berhad, so each team member contributed through group discussion, data analysis, graph drawing, summarizing theories, and preparing the slides. From our findings, FNN Berhad uses a working capital policy that helps the company maintain smooth daily operations. In addition, they apply a hedging approach to reduce risks related to their working capital. Overall, FNN Berhad manages its working capital effectively through proper planning, risk management, and consistent financial evaluation. Okay, and that is all from me. Thank you.